Do you have a big dream to speak English fluently, but a very small amount of time to practice? You start the week with great motivation. You tell yourself, "This is the week I will finally study English every day." But by Wednesday, life gets in the way. You have extra work, you feel tired, and your English textbook stays on the shelf. The next week, the same thing happens again. What if I told you the secret to success isn't finding more time, but using just 15 minutes in a much smarter way? Welcome back to Day 4 of the 10-Day English Challenge with AI. I'm your host, Scarlett. Yesterday, we built the foundation with our essential survival sentences. Today, we are going to build the most powerful tool of all. A habit that you can stick with, even on your busiest days. Our mission for Day 4 is to make learning a sustainable part of your life. First, we will understand why short, consistent practice is more powerful than long, infrequent study sessions. Second, we will learn a simple and effective 15-minute daily workout plan that you can do with your AI tutor. And finally, for our language focus, we will learn about adverbs of frequency to help us talk about our new routines. Part 1. Why consistency is more important than time. Before we learn the 15-minute plan, we need to understand a very important idea. When it comes to learning a language, consistency is king. This means that practicing for 15 minutes every day is much better than studying for 5 hours only on Sunday. Why is this true? Think about your brain as a muscle. If you go to the gym and lift very heavy weights for 5 hours just once a month, you will be very sore, and you probably won't get much stronger. But if you go to the gym for just 15 minutes every day and do small, focused exercises, your muscles will grow stronger over time. Your brain works in the same way. When you practice English every day, you are creating and strengthening pathways in your brain. Each time you remember a word or form a sentence, you make that pathway a little stronger. Short, daily practice tells your brain, "Hey, this English thing is important. Let's remember it." A long study session once a week is easy for the brain to forget. Remember David's story? His amazing progress didn't come from one weekend of hard study. It came from the small, simple decision to practice with his AI companion every single evening. He was building a habit. He was being consistent. That is the real secret to his success. And it can be your secret too. The goal is not to be perfect. The goal is to show up every day. Part 2. The 15-minute daily workout plan. So, how can we practice every day without feeling overwhelmed? I want to introduce you to your new daily routine, the 15-minute English workout. It is simple, it is flexible, and it is incredibly effective. It is divided into 3 small bite-sized parts. The first 5-minute workout is the daily journal. This is where you practice your writing. Every day you will take just 5 minutes to write a few simple sentences about your life. You don't need to write a long essay. You can write about what you did today, how you are feeling, or your plans for tomorrow. For example, you could write, "Today I went to work. I had a busy day. I am happy it is the evening. Tomorrow, I want to see my friend. This activity is powerful because it forces you to use English to talk about your own real life, which is the most useful practice of all. The second 5-minute workout is the Q, a session. Q, A means question and answer. This is where you practice your conversation skills. For 5 minutes, you will have a simple conversation with your AI tutor about a specific topic. You can choose any topic you like. Maybe one day you want to talk about movies. Another day, you can talk about food, or your hobbies, or a recent news story. The goal is to practice responding to questions and keeping a conversation going. This helps you think in English more quickly. And the third 5-minute workout is the vocabulary boost. This is where you focus on learning new words. For the last 5 minutes, you will ask your AI tutor to teach you a few new, useful words about a topic you are interested in. The key here is quality, not quantity. Learning just 3 to 5 new words every day is much better than trying to learn 50 words and then forgetting them all. Over a year, learning 3 new words a day is over 1,000 new words. This 15-minute plan: 5 minutes of journaling, 5 minutes of Q&A, and 5 minutes of vocabulary is a complete workout for your English brain. It is short, so you can always find the time, and it is sustainable, which means you can continue doing it for a long time. Part 3. Making your AI your personal trainer. Now you know the plan. But how do you actually do it? This is where your AI companion becomes your personal trainer. You can give it specific prompts to create these mini exercises for you every day. Let's look at the exact instructions you can use. For your first workout, the daily journal, after you have written your few sentences, you can ask your AI for feedback. You can type this prompt. Please review my short journal entry. Can you correct any mistakes and suggest one way to make it sound more natural? This is a wonderful prompt. It not only fixes your errors but also teaches you how to sound more like a native speaker. For your second workout, the Q&A session, you can start with this prompt. Let's have a 5-minute conversation in simple English. The topic for today is insert your topic here, for example, travel. Please start by asking me a question. This prompt turns your AI into a perfect conversation partner. It will ask you questions and help you practice your speaking and thinking skills in a focused way. And for your final workout, the vocabulary boost, you can use this prompt. I am interested in the topic of, insert your topic here, for example, technology. Please teach me 3 new, useful vocabulary words about this topic. For each word, please give me a simple definition and 1 example sentence. This prompt helps you learn new words that are relevant to your own interests, which makes them much easier to remember. Using these prompts, you can create a new, customized English lesson for yourself every single day. Your English gym is now open, and your personal trainer is ready whenever you are. Part 4. Language Focus. All right, let's move on to our language focus for day 4. We will start with our 10 new vocabulary words, which are all about building our new habit. Our first word is habit. A habit is a routine you do regularly, often automatically. For example, Our goal is to make practicing English a daily habit. Another example is, he has a good habit of waking up early. Our second word is consistent. To be consistent means to always behave or perform in a similar way. For example, to learn a language, you need to be consistent with your practice. Another example is, she is a very consistent student and always does her homework. Our third word is routine. A routine is your normal order of doing things, especially on a daily basis. For example, the 15-minute plan can be your new English learning routine. Another example is, my morning routine includes exercise and a healthy breakfast. Next, we have to schedule. To schedule something means to plan for it to happen at a particular time. For example, you should schedule your 15-minute practice session in your calendar. Another example is, the meeting is scheduled for 3 o'clock. Our fifth word is sustainable. If a habit is sustainable, you are able to continue it for a long time without becoming tired or quitting. For example, a 15-minute routine is more sustainable than a 3-hour routine. Another example is, the company is focusing on sustainable growth. The sixth word is to overwhelm. To overwhelm someone means to give them too much work, information, or emotion. For example, studying for hours can overwhelm a new learner. Another example is, she felt overwhelmed by all the work she had to do. Our seventh word is bite-sized. Bite-sized means very small or short. For example, the 15-minute plan breaks learning into 3 bite-sized activities. Another example is, I prefer to read bite-sized news articles on my phone. Next, we have to generate. To generate something means to create or produce it. For example, you can ask your AI to generate a list of new vocabulary words for you. Another example is, the company wants to generate more sales this year. Our ninth word is customized. Something that is customized is specially changed or made for a particular person. For example, with AI, you can create a customized lesson for yourself every day. Another example is, he ordered a customized t-shirt with his name on it. And our final word is momentum. Momentum is the force or speed that keeps something moving or developing. For example, practicing every day helps you build momentum in your learning journey. Another example is, the team lost momentum after the other team scored a goal. Now for our grammar focus. Today, we are learning about adverbs of frequency. This is a perfect topic for today because these adverbs help us describe our habits and routines. Adverbs of frequency tell us how often we do something. The most common adverbs of frequency are always, usually, often, sometimes, rarely, and never. The position of these adverbs in a sentence is very important. Usually, they go before the main verb. For example, I always practice in the evening. The main verb is practice, and always comes before it. Another example, I usually do the cue, a session first. I often learn 5 new words. I sometimes forget to do my journal. However, there is one important exception. With the verb to be, am, is, are. The adverb of frequency comes after the verb. For example, I am always ready to learn. Here, am is the verb to be, so always comes after it. Another example, my AI tutor is never tired. So, remember the simple rule. Before most verbs, but after the verb to be. Part 5. Practice tips for the 4 skills. To make your English gym even more powerful, here are some extra tips for all 4 skills. For listening, after your AI teaches you new vocabulary, ask it this. Can you use the word new word in a short audio message? Many AI tools can now generate audio. This lets you hear how the word is pronounced by a native-sounding voice. For speaking, the cue. A session is great, but you can go one step further. Use your phone's voice recorder to record yourself saying your answers out loud. Then, listen back. You don't need to be perfect. Just the act of speaking aloud builds confidence. For reading, you can give your AI this prompt. Please find a very short, simple news article for an A2 level learner. After you read it, you can tell the AI a summary in your own words to check if you understood the main idea. And for writing, our daily journal is the perfect practice. To make it more challenging sometimes, you can give yourself a rule, like, today, I will try to use 3 new vocabulary words in my journal entry. Part 6. Your Day 4 Challenge. You have done an amazing job today. We are now in the final part of our lesson, Part 6. Let's quickly summarize what we accomplished. First, we understood that being consistent is the true secret to learning a language. Second, we learned the powerful and sustainable 15-minute daily workout plan. And finally, we learned how to ask our AI to become our personal trainer and how to talk about our new habits using adverbs of frequency. We also learned 10 very useful words. Let's remember them. Habit, consistent, routine, to schedule, sustainable, to overwhelm, bite-sized, to generate, customized, and momentum. You do not need more hours in your day to learn English. You just need a better system. Today, you built that system. You now have a plan that can fit into even the busiest schedule, a plan that can carry you all the way to fluency. Now, it's time for your Day 4 challenge task. Your mission is to try the 15-minute routine just once. You don't have to do all 3 parts. Just pick one, the journal, the Q&A, or the vocabulary boost, and do it for 5 to 15 minutes with your AI. After you are done, come back to the comments and write, Day 4 complete. I did my 15 minutes. Thank you for your commitment to this challenge. Building a habit is the hardest part, and you are doing it. Tomorrow, on Day 5 of our challenge, we are going to dive deeper into vocabulary. I will show you a secret method to learn new words and actually remember them forever. You don't want to miss it. If you are committed to making this 15-minute plan a part of your life, show your energy by smashing that like button. Be a hero for a friend by sharing this video with someone you know is too busy to study. And to lock in your commitment to this challenge, subscribe and smash that notification bell. You don't want to be late for your workout on day 5. I will see you tomorrow for day 5. Keep building that momentum.